What's good? Shout out to Boston News 24 once again. I'm going to link the article in the description. At the end of the article is the actual video where Mikey Garcia says what I'm about to talk about, which is told Jorge Linares, you fight Lomachenko, you know, I ain't fighting you, you know. And that's what basically Mikey Garcia said. He said if Jorge Linares faces Lomachenko next, Mikey's going to go down 135 and unify Rob Reacher Jr. And that's what it is. We back. It's the Boxing Clinic and more. Back on the boxing grind after a couple, off-topic videos, off-boxing videos, and we here. And basically, Mikey says he only has one more fight in his body left for 135, and then he's going to move up to a full-fledged 140 pounds and campaign at the weight. And in my opinion, the 140-pound division is way more dangerous for Mikey Garcia than 135 pounds, and I'll elaborate on that at the end. But Jorge Linares seems like he wants to fight for Vasyl Lomachenko. And in my opinion, I think Mikey Garcia would bring Jorge Linares more money. And the WBC told them to actually start negotiating the fight next. So that fight has to happen next. If not, then I don't know if Mikey Garcia is going to be stripped of his WBC 135 title, because Jorge Linares is the Diamond Champion, and that's basically like the regular WBA title. It's kind of like the champion in waiting, like an intern title belt. But the thing about it is that Linares could have been the regular WBC champion. I had to worry about giving Mikey Garcia the WBC champion. The Nchinian guy, according to Team Garcia and I think Lou DiBella, said that Jorge Linares ducked that guy. You know, they said that his team didn't want any parts of that Nchinian guy that Mikey Garcia knocked out for the WBC title belt, and that's how Mikey Garcia got that opportunity. So Jorge Linares wouldn't even have to worry about this and worry about, getting that title if he just would handle his business versus that Argentinian guy. But the thing about it is, like I said, Linares his face don't hold up, and he ain't got no jaw, real talk. In the beginning, his jaw would break up. DeMarco knocked him out. Thompson knocked him out. His face would slice up like a pizza, and the blood would get in his face. He'd be getting knocked out. So he's an offensive type guy that has the ability to be a better defensive fighter and kind of pick his shots. He reminds me of an Amir Khan a little bit, where he throws some combinations a little bit recklessly, and he makes fights harder than they have to be. And somebody said that, and I said, yeah, you know what, that makes sense. If he just was just, pop shop a little bit more and then mix in combinations to keep his opponents off balance, he'd be a dangerous foe. But this is Mikey Garcia basically like calling the shot, like he the HNIC and or HMIC, head Mexican in charge. And he's letting them know, like, look here, man, I'm not about to fight you. If you fight Lomachenko next, I'm not gonna wait around. I'm gonna unify Rob Reacher Jr., drop these belts. If I beat Rob Reacher Jr., beat Lipinus, then Easter Jr., then I'm going to go on about my day. So that kind of gives up all hope for Lomachenko. And I say why it doesn't give up hope for Linares. I say it gives up hope for Lomachenko because a lot of people was hoping that Mikey Garcia and Lomachenko fought at 135. But it don't seem like Mikey Garcia is interested in facing Lomachenko because obviously he don't have a belt. So the plan for Lomachenko was this. They want him to get a fight in at 35. And then they potentially want to revisit him fighting Pacquiao at 140. So if Pacquiao beats Mike Alvarado April 12th at Madison Square Garden, which is rumored to be his opponent, then, possibly Terrence Crawford, which maybe not. It sounds like they want to make the Lomachenko fight in the fall, according to, Bob Arum. And, Lomachenko will go to 140 to fight Pacquiao, but I don't think that's going to happen. English Monges, whatever that his manager's name is, and his father are more calculated than that. They want to protect Lomachenko, so I believe Lomachenko will campaign at 35. Everything that Bob Arum is indicating is basically, if they can make this fight with Linares, which is not a sure thing because top-ranking Golden Boy, we know Bob Arum and Oscar is more alike than they know. If they can't make that fight, or if they can make the fight, if they can't make the fight, then, Lomachenko's going to fight the winner of Beltran and for the vacant WO champion, whoever he's fighting, the Paulus Moses guy. And if Beltran beats him, then him and Lomachenko going to fight. But I still believe if Linares and Lomachenko gets it on and Lomachenko wins, Lomachenko is going to face Beltran anyway and unify 135-pound titles. And it's just going to boost this rep up that much more. He's going to be seen as the king of 35. And he might fight there for a minute and potentially move up to 140 because he ain't getting no younger. So that makes more sense than him going straight for a Pacquiao fight. I still think Bob Arum wants to slip the Mickey to Pacquiao by making him face Terrence Crawford in the fall. So I don't think Lomachenko and Pacquiao is going to happen. And Linares, and if he beats Lomachenko, Linares has been very vocal as having an alternative plan to get to Mikey Garcia, and that's been that He said, I moved to 140 to face Mikey Garcia. So, you know, that fight ain't even dead in the water. It might be dead in the water as a unification bout, but it ain't dead in the water for Linares. Linares hosted with the WBA and the Diamond, WBC, and the ring belt. So Linares can actually get rated highly in the WBA and try to make a fight with the winner of Rances, Bartholomew, and Relic, which was a close fight. Most people thought the Relic guy won, if I'm saying his name right. So they about to rematch again, I think, on the Lipinets and Mikey card. And potentially Linares can, you know, whatever happens versus Lomachenko, you know, if he beats Lomachenko, then he can move up to 140 and try to face Rances and then unify with Mikey Garcia. So that can happen for him, but he has a tall test in Vasyl Lomachenko. I think, you know, Lomachenko or Mikey Garcia for Linares is a tough fight. I think Lomachenko might be a little bit more easier because Linares has a size advantage over Lomachenko, and maybe he can use that to his advantage a little bit more. Mikey Garcia is seen to be in a weight bully. Now that he told people that he was at 170 beginning of the Lipinets camp, and people see how he handled Broner and see how he handled the weight moving, willing to move up to 154 to fight Cotto. So people seeing him in a little bit different light, see him, and he might be actually stronger than what people indicated. I still want to see Mikey versus Lomachenko. It still can happen at 140, but I don't see Lomachenko really moving to 140 anytime soon. But I think Mikey will be there by the time he does. I think for Linares, you know, he'll be at 140 as well. So the fight still can happen, but you know, Mikey said he's gonna go down to 135 and get Robert Easter Jr. his wish, and it'd be still interesting to see him versus Robert Easter Jr. I'm starting to think Mikey's gonna score the knockout. I thought Easter could give him some problems, but if Easter don't switch coaches, and I think Derek James would be an excellent coach for Robert Easter Jr., I see Mikey Garcia slaughtering them and unifying championship titles and going to 140, which ain't no easy place. Where you got guys like Josh Taylor, Regis Prograis, I mean, you know, Rances Bartholomew, Relic, Terry Flanagan, Maurice Hooker, who's very tall. There's a lot of challenges up there for him. And I think a lot of people are going to start to point to the Regis Prograis and Mikey Garcia fight, because if Regis Prograis can win that unofficial WBC tournament and capture that WBC title, it's going to make it very interesting for Mikey Garcia to face a big puncher, strong guy in Regis Prograis. So let me